Is there anyone out there that just turns on the camera and has no idea what they're going to make a video on? They just know they want to talk. That's kind of where I'm at. And instead of just talking, I kind of want to make it a discussion. We'll see how many people actually watch this video though, because you never know. It might be so crappy and no one will even watch it. So I made a video talking about why China is bad for the world, and I had some cocky ass that doesn't even live in this country complain about it. I think he's from Australia or something. He's talking about why we're so cool. Why I don't know. It shows you how much I paid attention to him. Anyway, I kind of wanted to talk about the difference in my mind between Republicans and Democrats. You know, I came across this article today about Sarah Palin saying "I told you so" in regards to the credit rating for the country being lowered. And you know, it always seems like Republicans are just smart asses about things like "I told you so." They always resort to like things a 10-year-old would say about something, or something your mother, the way your mother would respond to you when you did something wrong is kind of how Republicans talk to you. I don't know. I think they're a little more like down to earth in some ways, but they say goofy things. Democrats, on the other hand, do tend to be a little more smart, financially not so, but socially very much so. They would never say "I told you so," and they would never turn things into like a childlike game. I don't agree with what either side's doing, but that's just my take on the way that they talk, the way they banter back and forth. It's really cool that oil is coming down in price, but it's really stupid to know that all these markets are man-created. We live in our own hell that we created for ourselves, our own financial hell. We created the system and the things that govern it, the things that make it go up and down. You know, it's not magic, folks. And so when I come across this thing saying the Dow soars 400 points in wild session, you know, it just dipped a whole crap load too. It just really doesn't matter. You know, the market really doesn't matter to anybody unless you have a whole buttload of money or money invested in it. It's never going to really affect us normal folks. It might affect us, you know, I'm not going to say it's going to affect us at all, because in the long run it might. But, you know, when the market crashed and we had that whole, the Great Depression crap that happened a long, long time ago in this country, my family wasn't even affected by it. And everybody says that it was really hard for them. Times were tough, blah, blah, blah. Things were crazy. Well, the market crashed, and, you know, my family didn't have anything to do with it. And life was fine for them. Nothing had changed for them. So, you know, I did a report on it in high school, and they said nothing ever changed from it. And I just have little faith as far as how much the Dow really relates to real life. In a way, it's kind of a scare tactic when you can use it in the news to manipulate global markets and saying, well, this is how we're doing with this is how we're doing with that, and this is what you need to be doing, when really you can do whatever you want. It doesn't even matter. So Roseanne wants to run for president. I think that would be absolutely awesome. I've been a fan of Roseanne Barr since I was a kid. I grew up watching her show, and I loved it even if I didn't understand it. I went back and watched every single episode from every season a couple years ago, and a lot of it hit home. The issues that she dealt with on television were just something like that no other show ever did. Every other show out there was just, you know, like a perfect make-believe family, and hers was real and dealt with real issues us Americans had to deal with. She's got a new show, Roseanne's Nuts. I don't know if you've had a chance to see it, but you can go over, I think she's on Lifetime, and go check her out. And I mean, I've seen all the episodes. I think she's done like 6 episodes so far of Roseanne's Nuts. She's a funny lady, and she does cool things. Her mind is in the right spot. Man, I would do almost anything to meet Roseanne. I mean, that would be awesome. I think she should run for president. and I think everybody should vote for her. There's a couple of things that you have to know about people like Roseanne that talk about running for president but might not have a really awesome shot at it. They're some of the smartest people that would never succumb to bribery and lobbyists and all this other crap. She wouldn't push somebody else's agenda through for money or anything like that. I think her mind is in the right spot and she could really turn this country around. We need it. We need something drastic and we need something that isn't the norm. Okay, that's about it. Politics and news, which is really boring and I usually don't talk about it, but since that video I made about the credit downgrade and all that crap, I've just kind of been on a political rampage. I hope this is the last time I make a video on politics because I have so much up here that I don't want to say on here that you'll probably never, at least you get to hear bits and pieces. Peace.